Hey, welcome back to Nicholas Comic Corner Classic Lesson on Classics. This is episode number 1860, double shot number 1754. I have one Marvel trade, one DC. First up is DC. This is Wonder Woman by John Byrne, Book 2. This contains issues 15 and 24 and annuals 5 and 6 for Wonder Woman. John Byrne still does the writing and the artwork in here with co-artwork by Norm Brogford, I believe passed away a few years ago. Dave Cockrum, I know he's no longer alive. He passed away even longer than that. And Tom Palmer. With a cover art by John Byrne and Terry Horn. Yep. Most of these issues, unlike, let's say, now here's the thing. Wonder Woman does find out in these issues that Champion is in fact Hercules, the same man who raped her mother. Yes, there's also a subplot here with the cheetah, we think it's cheetah, where also Wonder Woman's hand is damaged because she was turned to clay. The whole thing, the clay thing, they basically play up on that. Also, you have the thing where Hercules kisses Wonder Woman. Like, no, good, kisses, she likes it. And of course, Mike basically is jealous about that. Yeah, there's a subplot here why you want to pursue a relationship with Diana. He's not interested at all. And there's some stuff here with Cassie and Helen. Yeah, one with her invisible jet. Yes, the invisible jet. I believe this was the first time it ever appeared in the comics, the invisible jet. Yes, I believe it was, because I don't remember this ever pop up in the books I read for Wonder Woman prior to this one. Nope. I think this was the first appearance. Yep. Though by issue 2021, basically 21-22, we have a little subplot where the Amazons are turned to stone. Yeah, and also Champion is found out to be Hercules himself, and he doesn't deny it anymore. Yeah. And it's also very implied that one woman fell in love with the guy who basically raped her mother. Because this is something that John Byrne had nothing to do with that. That was all George Perez, where he basically revealed that Hercules was a rapist. He raped Hippolyta and treated like a slave. Yeah. So if Wonder Woman, she finds basically kissing the man who raped her mother, later on when she found out about the fact he's Hercules, find absolutely disgusting. Lots of isolated, still brilliant art by John Byrne. Yeah, it's something called the Mo Machine. It looks like a cheap rip. It looks like a spoofed up Batmobile, which I think is so hilarious. Yep. Now, Mike, of course, basically, then he all of a sudden runs into the cheetah. Yes, this is supposedly Barbara Minerva, but no, it actually isn't. They actually reveal a little bit after this actually is not Barbara Minerva, but a copy of hers. Yes, not the actual, just a copy. Barbara, of course, yeah, one fights her, slices her, and apparently when she punches her, it shatters her hand. Like, or it's nothing but a stub. Yeah, because something's wrong with her body. Yeah, and then after Wonder Woman fighting her, then we see Barbara turning to dust, and turns out, yeah, this is not actually her. It's, then we have supposedly Barbara Minerva being cured as the cheetah thanks to a ritual where she fights her in this other world, ends up shedding her clothing, which shows some of her chest and her back. Yep. And when Barbara Minerva is restored, and you're probably thinking, is she cured? Well, not really. Of course, they also have it here where Cassidy brings up that this was as bad as when they fought the fake Doomsday. That kind of damage. And of course, Wonder Woman agrees with her about that. 120, they have this double-sized 10th anniversary issue. 10 years of this volume publishing, that is, not 10th anniversary Wonder Woman, just 10th anniversary of the volume. Yeah, they tell the backstory about the whole Wonder Woman, the Thanos backstory over reverse. They kind of suspect that that Cersei is responsible for this. When? I don't know, but they suspect she was responsible for it. But people including Doomsday, and of course, they also found in these issues that Artemis is alive. Yes, Artemis, who apparently at this point been dead for 2 years. Yeah, she comes back under mysterious circumstances. So does Ares. Yeah, Ares, a guy who'd not been seen in quite a while. I think the last time he showed was actually no. I think War of the Gods did this to her. Excuse me. Yes. Yeah, but 121 you have Wonder Woman Themyscira and finding out the Amazons turned to stone. And here's Artemis. Yep, Artemis, the redhead who was created by William S. Loebs. Here she is, alive and well. How in the world she basically survived that? I don't know. It's just kind of weird. So yeah, after finding out everybody's turned to stone, and then she gets shattered. Though she gets fixed by the very next issue. Yeah, she is fixed. They restore her to life, and of course, Wonder Woman was basically put like in a cape to basically give her some clothing. Yep. Really good stuff here for Wonder Woman. And I can't wait to discuss the final issues of this run. Yeah. By the way, 123, this is when she reunites with her. Reunites with Artemis. Yeah. I believe she gets resurrected the Artemis Requiem miniseries, which came not long after her apparent death. Yes. The one thing John Byrne liked doing for this run, he made Etrigan the Demon a supporting character in this book. And you're probably thinking, Etrigan the Demon, he's in book Wonder Woman. Did he make Jason Blood love interest for Wonder Woman? Nope. He basically had it where Jason Blood dated Helena Sandbar, Cassie's mom. Her very beautiful mother. Yep. Then an appearance by frickin' Necron, the main villain of Underworld Unleashed. Yes, the Mark Waid story. Yeah, he shows up here because demons. And you have... this is so hilarious. You have her here and they have Necron's demons basically stripping Helena butt naked. And Jason seeing her naked. It's like... And apparently he doesn't have a problem with it. Yeah, apparently is like... And apparently like... her having him see her naked, that's possibly starts a relationship. Yep. Great stuff with Artemis. Now, if you're curious though, for John Byrne, did he do any or any up besides the two for this book? Like, aside from annuals 5 and 6, did he do any other annual for Wonder Woman? No, he just did 2. And that was it. The only book he did for Wonder Woman, aside from his 36 issue run, was a Secret Files Origin book. I think it's probably collected in the next book here. Yes, I believe so. Yes. That's probably where you can find it, though. Probably gonna be next fun when I discuss it. Probably in another Comic Corner. First off of these annuals is an Elseworld story. Yep. Legends of Dead Earth. It's like Wonder Woman, the post-apocalyptic future where she's dressed like a Native American for some reason. Yeah, just also taking the character. Really good annual. Love it. Then, of course, basically move on to the 6th annual for the series. Yes, the 6th annual. Which, by the way, has the stuff for the annuals publishing at that point. We have basically... the name of the site is the name of an actual comic book DC, which is basically Tales of the Unleashed, a horror comic. And the story is called City of the Dead. Yep, basically City of the Dead, the story. Just a really good annual. It's just really good. I give this book a 10 out of 10. Just really good. Thoroughly enjoy this. Next up, it is basically Miles Morales Spider-Man Volume 6, All Eyes on Me. This collects issues 29 to 32. Issue 29 deals with the after of the Clone Saga stuff. Or basically just moving forward from that. Going to some counseling. Good stuff here. That's really the whole point of issue 29. and the debut of a brand new costume. Yes, so after 12 years of wearing the same costume, Miles changes his attire. Yep, he changes his attire. Maybe because feel like would change, I'm not sure. And then apparently fights a mandroid. Yes, a mandroid. Yeah. Helps two little girls out, find a dog, which is quite nice of him. And then he basically is on a date with Sterling. Now, I don't have a problem with how someone I want to develop a relationship. But I still got to point out, though, in his previous book, he was dating a bombshell. Here he's dating Sterling. This is a minor trope. Like, one writer wants to do a mixed race relationship, which I think some people really want to see. Here it's black kid with another black kid. Well, at least it's someone who's interesting. Sterling, the granddaughter of the Vulture. Yep, and then she pretended to kiss him. And then we find out to be targeted by Taskmaster. Yes, freaking Taskmaster. Yeah. Where this kind of leads to something related, and of course there's a loose tie to something that happened to Amazing Spider-Man, which I'll get to. So, yeah, and then of course Miles finds out who it is. He's like, Taskmaster, Spider-Man's been a while. And there's an editor's note. Thank you, editor. They met in Spider-Man 2. Though he knows about the ultimate version who's actually black under the mask. Yep. So yeah, you must have, who sent you? I know you don't come after someone unless for a price. Now, you don't file a confidentiality. Yep, so they end up fighting him, which is really interesting. And Miles and Sterling ends up fighting him. And apparently he doesn't take Miles. Nope, he takes Sterling. For reasons. Yeah. Now you're probably thinking, okay, who in the book would have hired, who's close to Miles, would hire Taskmaster? The Accessor? No, the Accessor has nothing to do with this at all. He'll show a little later. There's a really interesting scene here. You have Sterling without her wings. You have Taskmaster without his cloak on, which I found this to be quite interesting. Look at this. You have Taskmaster walk out without his famous cloak and just normal clothes. And of course, Miles goes to rescue her. With the help of Ironheart. Yes, he contacts Ironheart to help him find Sterling. Fighting Taskmaster again. Yeah. So, how you brats cost me a fortune. Oh well. See you later. And then Miles can hand his paper about being sued for copyright infringement because of the Beyond Corporation. Yeah, this is to continue in a couple issues of Amazing Spider-Man, which he gets to find out by Ben Reilly. Ben Reilly tells Beyond Corporation to leave him alone because he's not going to beat up a teenager. Yeah. And then with the very next, then right after that, we have Miles back in his regular outfit, fighting the Frogman and the Vulture. Well, a Vulture poser. It's a series of stories that come afterwards, and I think that's it here. Yeah. I would not be surprised, though, somehow in Volume 7 they include the two issues of the Amazing Spider-Man issues 81 82, which is a two-part, which is a loose tie into this. Yes, because the Beyond Corporation owns the legal trademark to Spider-Man, despite the fact that Spider-Man himself does not like this particular thing they bought, and Miles himself basically doesn't like it either. He is actually the approved Spider-Man by the original. Yep. And I give this trade a 9 out of 10. It doesn't feel like a lot of stuff pretty much happens. It's only 4 issues, and it feels like it goes by pretty quickly. I like the last volume, which was 7 issues. This is only 4 issues. Yep. Oh, by the way, the Accessor himself does come back after this. Don't worry about that. And also, Ultimatum comes back. Excuse me. For those who forgot what Ultimatum is, he is the 616 version of Miles Morales. The one who's evil. Yep. But yeah, that's the particular view. And that's good videos like, because I have no more time for videos. So, tomorrow, as far as I can tell right now, I'll probably have more than one video about this. It'll be review for a Harem in the Labyrinth in Another World. Okay, next video. Bye.